Hey guys, welcome to Fusion Battle, brought to you by our friend and personal. My name is ABA Kids and I'm here with Faye Fire in the building. How you doing, Faye? What's popping?
I'm okay.
You're
I'm
good?
I'm looking nice. I just made my
that.
hair.
I can see. Oh, interesting. What's going on, guys? Match seems to be running very fast and I like it.
Why we just even talk Happy New Year?
I'm actually loving it, actually.
No, I'm
Match
not.
is running
I'm
away.
not.
But I don't like the fact that the age I'm about to clock next month is actually, staring at me in the eye like that. I feel so old. But it's alright. Welcome to the show today, guys. Today we will be talking about, something very important. We'll be talking about, boundaries when it comes to allowing children to join social media. All right.
I'll go with censorship.
All right. Censorship would actually, just be all encompassing. I like that. All right. You want to find out what we have to talk about? Don't move a muscle. We'll be right back after the short break.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Oya, go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Oh. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Oh. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. Oh yeah, you heard me. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va être content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Fuse Unpotted.
We cannot deny the fact that the social media advent in this generation has been a lot of blessing to all of us, actually. And I mean actually all of us, because in terms of dissemination of information and making people superstars from the comfort of their bedrooms or living rooms or their houses has become a norm, all right? But we must also talk about the fact that there should be boundaries, censorship, and, some level of, parental guidance with these things. All right, just a couple of months ago, Kanye West, now known as Ye, was actually expressing his dissatisfaction of his daughter being on TikTok, and that happened without his approval, and he was making that known to the general public that, Kim did not inform me before allowing our daughter to be on this kind of social media platform, and he doesn't like it. All right, and this was because there was a viral video of his daughter, giving this gothic video and dance and all that. But hey, now there's been another viral video of a young lady if I was to judge by the video I saw, she should be lesser than age 13. Actually, she was looking like maybe 9 to 11, like thereabout. Now it's not just about that, all right. She was actually giving a very, very sexual dance,
sultry vibes,
on that TikTok video, and that is what is allowing us to talk about this topic today. First off, we're talking about the fact that when do you think would be the right time to allow children to freely join this kind of social media platforms, and at what point does parental guidance become invasion of privacy?
Okay, so for me, I think a lot of parents are actually enablers. How do you mean? Okay, so there's this trending video online. I don't know if it has trended to your side, but I and my friends had a discussion about it yesterday. While I've seen this video a week before yesterday, and then they sent it to me, which is this girl, very young girl. I think she's 8 or 7, but she has she has bum. She has a very chubby,
She's fake.
She's thick.
Yeah.
God bless you. And she's wearing a two-piece, blue two-piece, biker shorts that is very, very short, and a crop top with these blings on her, neck, and she's catwalking and, spinning and everything. And I said, there are a lot of pervs right now in the world.
Platforms, yeah.
Not even on this platform, everywhere you go, there are a lot of pervs, and I don't know, I feel like you're just exposing your daughter to so many dangers. Do you understand? What happened to our ball gowns, our tiaras that our mothers used to wear for us when we were, kids? What happened to letting kids be kids?
Yeah.
Just dress them really decent and all of that. I'm not giving excuses for rapists. I mean, people, a rapist is a rapist.
Yeah.
A rapist raped somebody in Ibadan, in the mosque. You know, she was wearing a hijab and all of that. Yeah. But then, at the end of the day, you really do not. When things like that happen, you don't want to give people what to say. You don't want to give people excuses, because you know when things happen, like look at the case of that girl. A lot of people were like, oh my god, he must be sick, he's out of his mind and all of that. But if it was another case where the girl was not in the mosque, where she was dressed, you know, inappropriately, they would say that it's because of what she was wearing, and that's why she got raped. So that's why I'm saying that parents are actually
enablers.
Parents could be enablers. When it comes to censorship and all of that, I would not say that parents should outrightly stop their children from being on these platforms. I mean, we've seen a lot of amazing kids on social media who are doing very positive stuff, and they've taken their parents out of poverty. Actually, do you understand? So I'm not going to say that you should automatically just remove your kids from social media, but then you need to monitor what your kids are putting out there, because kids will not do what you tell them to do. They'll do what they see you doing,
and what influences them in the environment.
And if you are the kind of person who doesn't know how to keep things away from your kids, you are doing sexual stuff with your husband in front of your kids, you are twerking in front of your kids, don't be surprised
when they begin to practice
it, and then they take it to social media. There was a viral video about this girl who was, you know, touching herself. She's, I think, 6 or 7. This trended during the time of that school girl that her mother was crying online that she got raped. I don't want to mention the name of the school. Do you understand? People now started bringing videos of kids that they've seen online doing crazy stuff and all of that. And this girl was actually masturbating. This girl is maybe 8 years old or 7 years old. I'm sure she had seen somebody around her masturbating, and she decided to try it, and you know, try to put it online. So I mean, censoring what your if you want your kids to be on social media, then you should actually be the only one who has access to that social media. Oh yeah, come and do what you need to do. Let us watch you, let us edit it, and let us post it. If there are comments and all of that, we'll undo that part of, you know, comments and all of that. And then when they are old enough, which is, I think age 16 is a very fair age for you to actually allow them start having access to their social media, by themselves, even with monitoring too. But then my brother is
reduced level of monitoring.
My brother is on social media, and I'm using a fake page to follow him. Do you understand? I'm monitoring him. I need to know the things, because these kids are very funny. I need to know the things that you are doing. I need to know who you are talking to and all of that. I need to know like the kind of people that are following you. I'll check his followers and all of that. I want to, you know, really.
And this is your brother.
And this is my brother. So that
means by the time you begin to have children, you're going teeth for teeth.
So I really want to, because children are funny. Children are funny,
and they learn very fast. I have a personal experience of a son that was smoking, and nobody knew he was smoking until, you know, maybe because his mom grew up in the midst of like really crazy people, so she knew the environment. She knew what it would look like when somebody starts smoking and all of that. And then you know, we heard that he came back home one day, and you know, he was licking tom-tom. After they were looking for him for a very long time, like for hours, and then he comes back home and like, why are you licking tom-tom? So I gotta say this,
and then his eyes are, you know, really tiny and all of that. Do you understand? The children are very, very quick to learn stuff. They learn the good stuff, and then they learn the bad stuff.
They pick up
stuff immediately. So we need to be, you know, very careful, you know, when it comes to children, and even, you know, teenagers too, not just children.
I gotta say this, all right? I mean, I agree absolutely with everything that Faye has said, but here's the thing, guys. Now, it's not just about just the sexual stuff alone, all right? A lot of stuffs are very, very influential on social media, all right? The way they dress, the way they talk, the way they walk, the way they eat, the way they speak, you know, their orientation of life, what they want to have in future, their futuristic expectation could actually be shaped from what they're exposed to on the internet and social media, all right? I don't know.
And it will shock you, sorry to cause you, shock you that it's not even only children. So there's this movie
happens to adults.
There's this movie I was watching, Dynasty. In Dynasty is one of like my favorite movies on Netflix, favorite series on Netflix. There's one character that I really love, which is Fallon. I noticed that anytime I watch Dynasty, I always want to talk like Fallon. I start Fallon's mannerism and all of that. So imagine a child watch. So it's just like that Wednesday
who has
movie.
not built the identity
Exactly.
to this
Imagine
fullest,
that Wednesday movie. Now there were children in church that were dancing like how she was dancing and all that. I'm saying you really need to censor what your children are. I don't think there's anything like invading privacy as long as they are still kids and even teenagers. I don't think there's anything like invading privacy, because if you feel like, oh, I don't want to invade their privacy,
you might be doing more harm than
might be doing more harm than good.
That's actually true. I don't know if everybody is actually aware that the United States is actually trying to ban TikTok actually, like in totality.
I support them
from the US.
I'm not even active on TikTok, because I notice anytime I go on TikTok, I'm seeing the first videos they are suggesting to me. I've not even logged in. The first videos they are suggesting to me are videos of half naked women.
So I'll tell you what, not only TikTok does this thing, there are a lot of social media apps. For one, at some point I decided to actually stay off Snapchat because it was a lot of erotic content on Snapchat. But here's the thing, guys. All right, you have a child, you have a friend that has a child, or you have a younger sibling, or you have a neighbor. I mean, it's just very important. I mean, there was a time where the community was there was a collective effort from the community to actually train a child. This was in
back in the days
when we were younger.
It takes a village
now,
to train.
I mean, there's that quote that says it takes a village to train up a child. But now everybody wants to mind their business, and we actually expose, or we feed these children to the metaverse, like Jack Harlow actually said. But here's the thing, guys. I feel like just like Feya said, it's very important for us to be very, very conscious of what we expose the younger generation to on social media, on the internet. I know some couple of apps actually have a way you can censor the kind of content. There's some kids censor.
Even it's our networks, MTN,
they have
Airtel, they have the PG, censorship and all of that. So I mean, parents should actually, I think they are not even doing a lot of advertisements
on these functions.
I think parents should actually know about these things. So when you are doing the subscription for your child's this thing, you can censor it by yourself. There's no way when you censor it they'll be able to go to this pornographic site and
it won't even pop up, because I mean it's going to actually be able to streamline the kind of things they are exposed to. All right. Also, I also want to say that I mean at some point you might want to, you don't want to come off as impulsive, because this generation, the children that are coming up with it, they are very smart. They actually know when you're actually monitoring them sometimes, and they might have a way of even opening a dummy account that you don't know that's your child. But I feel like the best way is to actually be their friends in a very palatable way that they feel very free comfortable to inform you about.
To the extent that when they mess up, the first thing that comes, let me go and tell my dad, let me talk to my mom, not my mom is going to kill me or my dad is going to kill me. Let build an amazing relationship with your children, and I think they'll be able to tell you things.
Not just your children, even your siblings too. Don't be that wicked or that evil or that strong-headed elder brother or sister. We'll be right back after the short break. Don't move from also.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. You hear me? Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va être content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là.
Views Unpotted.
You cannot deny the fact that sometimes monitoring or parental guidance might be misconstrued as invasion of privacy, because in this our generation we have different taglines for different things, all right? But where you do not want to draw the lines in the invasion of privacy is how, I feel like it's your level of approach and your manner of approach in terms of, social media consciousness and in the internet consciousness in all ramifications, all right?
And I think educating them on the pros and cons are also very important, not just censoring. And you're not even telling them why you are censoring.
Yeah,
you're not telling them how it can affect them in future. Okay, I don't know if you saw that thread. There was one thread that was trending 2 days ago, and somebody was like, imagine if GRV jumped on this thread, on this trend, what would have happened by now? And it was a thread where men were half naked and they were doing crazy stuff and all of that. So you need to tell them that these things that we are trying to avoid you from doing, saving you from doing, if you do them now, they can actually have a negative impact on you in future when you are vying for public positions and all of that. So you really need to be careful of the things that you are doing. So it's not just censoring them, educating them, making sure that they know the reason why you are doing this and the fact that you are doing it out of love. Because a lot of children are very inquisitive. They'll start asking, why is she doing this and all of that. So you really need to let them know why you are doing it.
Sometimes I wonder how parents of children celebrities actually deal with their children, because nowadays the social media advent has made it very possible for even children to become superstars. Just by the snap of a finger or by just one video. We have so many children that are actually doing so well in the comedy industry. In fact, now there's a category in the Humor Awards that gives special recognition for the child comic
there's Emmanuel and there's this small boy.
Kuru.
I forgot his name.
I'm sorry, but that guy is actually doing Kirikou. Yes, Kirikou is doing absolutely well. Emanuela is another name. There are these twins also. These young
Wahala
twins are doing so well. But here, we are just saying that as much as you need to be very, very conscious of the harm that they might be exposed to, you can also guide them on how to, also make money and be actually having fun on this app.
Because they might have amazing talent, so don't kill
their vibe and all that. All right, that's so much we can take today on the show. But we want to hear what you think about this topic. What do you think about censoring and also invasion of privacy when it comes to the younger generation? People that are literally not yet in their teenage age, lesser than 13. All right, let's hear your thoughts on YouTube. You can actually drop a comment. You just need to subscribe, like, follow us on YouTube. It is the Fuse, THFUZE, and on Instagram it is Fuse Local, FUZELOCAL. Link up with your main man on Instagram and all of the social media platforms at AB_AKYNZ.
And you can link up with me at Faye_Shunu on Twitter and Instagram. I am not on Facebook.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. This time from all of us here. Stay fused. Holla.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.